This will be a very quick rundown of today's trade. So this is an ongoing trend. I'll just see if I can take all this out and quickly go through it. So what happened this morning was a loss. So I got stopped out from here. This was where I set my stop loss, and this was the entry for the position. This was basically the entry for the position. So I'll quickly do a quick rundown of the same why I chose to buy, although I later went through it and I figured out that I was supposed to long the market instead of trying to short it. So I'm going to use NQ instead because it's neater. There's a trade ongoing here. So let's just quickly use NASDAQ. That's MNQ. They are the same thing. This is just macro NASDAQ. This is the main NASDAQ NQ. So reset chart. Let me just delete everything. Then start from, let's go to the daily time frame and see as well. So basically, let me replay. So basically, this was yesterday, which was Tuesday. We came into the market fresh, and this is what we see. We can actually still assume that the market is trying to dump and maybe just retesting, at least from these two long red candles. The momentum is very huge, so there's still that validation that the bear is still in charge. So quickly dump it to 4 hour and see what we are checking. So we see, what do we see here? This is a demand zone. This is a supply zone that's been taken out. Let's go to 30 minutes. I'm supposed to replay from here instead, from Tuesday. Okay, I'll quickly go back to each replay. I'll just kick it out from here. Okay, so this is a supply zone. This is a supply zone here. So like I said, the market is pretty dumping and my assumptions are still look for a sell if a sell setup shows. So when I came into the market initially, I entered two trade during London session, but I entered in one trade in Asia session, which was not live. So this was where I entered. So when I saw there was a reaction here, there was a reaction in this demand zone. So what I mean by a reaction, you're going to see it play out. Let me just take this to 5 minutes. So so the market played out, and there was a spike. Well, let me take it to 15 minutes. So this was the reaction I saw that I decided to long the market. That was during Asia session, so I decided to take it. I took it from here down here. No, was that the place I took it? I think it was here I took it to this point. That was this very early in the morning, around 12. Was it 12? What time was it? Around 12, I think. So I took the market from here, took it down here. So let's see what the market is playing now. So what London session did was what I assumed that was what gave me the assumption that this market is likely going to dump. So when we came into this supply zone, look at what happened. The market dumped and we pushed out. We broke a structure down here. So when we broke a structure, all my assumption was, okay, we are going to find a retest of this broken structure and just come and sell for me. And that was what I did. I set my sell limit here to take the market just to this low of Asia session because I knew that, okay, this is where the market reacted to the previous time. There's a chance it might come down here and spike up. That was all the idea I had in my head, although I was supposed to follow it this way instead. So the market is reacting from a demand zone. This is a demand zone, and it went up. It broke pretty good structure. Yeah, what I'm just supposed to do is find a retest of the demand zone and push it up instead of trying to sell. So I was moving counter the substructure. Although we are in a downtrend, but this what played out here is a can call it a bull kind of structure. So we are trying to long the market. The market was already moving up, so I was just supposed to follow it up instead of maybe following the main structure in quotes. So this is what I did this morning, and I decided to sell from here. So this was not actually when I decided to sell. I sold when I saw that the market was okay. Yeah, so it came down a bit. Then I sold on the retest. So I set my this was where I set it for initially, and then I adjusted it, put my stop loss here, and the plan was to take it down to Asia low, but it did not work. I cleared it. So what I was supposed to do is look for a demand below and push it up. Although if I was supposed to look for a demand below, this was where I would have set my demand instead, but there was no retest. This was where I would have set my demand to buy from, but the thing never came down here, although it just pushed up. So look at what happened, just pushed up and continued the movement upward and continue, even broke this structure here, which after breaking this structure, I just decided to enter for a buy. And the position is still running. So, hmm. So that's basically what happened this morning. Yep. And I'm going to end this here. Just a short recap. See you guys if I decide to go maybe live tomorrow. Or I think the next day I'm going to go live is Friday, just 3 days a week. Monday, I'll do Wednesday and Friday. So I'm stopping this here. Catch you.